I hope you could hear that because that was the
Ducks in Space!
Exactly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everybody? I'm fine. I'm painting my duckies again for the fabulous Space Marines. Painting fabulous marine ducks. And I'm doing a little bit of very simple but very effective freehanding. And with effective I mean there are just a very few simple strokes of paint. Then we add a little bit of shadow. It makes the letters already a little bit more interesting. Yeah. Fabulous. There we go with the M of the Marines. All the way down. Yes, there you go. Good. And that is the shadows, or those are the shadows. And then I thought, that's not enough, as they need to be the fabulous Marines. Let's add something sparkling, something that gives just a little bit more oomph. What is more sparkling than just a sparkle? Nice little I have noticed that if you noticed for this kind of sparkles, this little bit of shine, if you just make sure all the lines connect in one point, you get that nice bright little spot in there. You don't need to do anything special for it, just make sure that the lines meet at the right point. There we go for the M. And just because those three lines meet up in the middle, you paint it over, you get a very nice bright point over there. On the other side I did the little brush. It's so small I couldn't zoom in probably. No, that's not the zoom in, that's the other one. There we go. You can now even see I have indeed highlighted the brush itself, the handle. Well, I did not really put in any hair, but I did add a little bit of a shadow. And all the drops that are falling off are from the pride flag. So this means that these Space Duckies are almost done. Fabulous, and that's good because I still have to paint some other ones. How do I do the brush? Very simple, just make one straight line and in a nice little point over there, and then just add a little bit on both sides so you get a little bit of a more volume. Then you take black. For the brush, the same thing. Straight line. And then add on both sides slowly. That nice belly that goes into the point of the brush. And it always sounds very easy if you are just explaining it. There we go. You can go a little bit into that brush. The point is not in the middle, so you make it. Bigger, and to add a little bit more definition to the whole brush. I think a little bit of a black line around it. Have that nice little point at the end. I did go for this little bit of a simple design, as I have to paint several of them. Just with a little bit of a highlight on it. Excuse me if I do the fall. What is falling? Oh no, my cord chart. Cord chart. Yeah, my cord chart of the why is that still on my? Yes, I have been working on some Sons of Horus color schemes. Right. For the highlight of the brush, I use a little bit of the. That's too much black. A little black and some turquoise. Just to get it. A little bit of a bluish black. Add the top head to it. Now for all those paint spatters, we start with the top color of the flag. And that's pink on the tip. There comes the first paint spatter. Then we have the red. Also nice little drop falling. We have the orange, in this case my duck orange. There we go. Then we have yellow. The shoulder pad is the same color and I am off screen. There we go. I have that yellow is the same yellow as the background, so I don't add a yellow dot. Go straight to the green. You're forgetting what one color. Yes, but what I do, leave a little bit extra space. Make it a little bit little bit of room in between. Then we have the turquoise. And we have the paintbrush was not as high as it should be, but we can just get the indigo there on the rim, and with the violet I paint in the paint splatter. Nice small details. Good, on the other side. Yes, I will be repeating myself a little bit in this stream. Because I am going to make my fabulous Marines logo. Well, logo. As I said, a very easy, but I would say effective very big problem. We still have a little bit of blue. Get that straightened out. Then we still have the F. Fabulous. More simple. Just 3 brush strokes. And we have the FM from Fabulous Marines. That would be too simple. Crack my neck a little bit. Nice painting thumb again. Long time no do. We are going to make, of course, a little bit of shadow for every letter, just because that makes it a little bit more visible and it looks way cooler than just the turquoise. Go, Fabulous Marines. Now that's of course not enough. Back to my white and get them a little bit of a sparkle. Again, just lines. Crossing each other, but right too fast. Oops, there we go. I didn't unload my brush. That's a very strong. A very strong sparkle. For the M. And there we go. Sparkly FM. I don't know what that Tangia party is doing there. Is the pop-up offer? That's not good. I'll take a little caffeine break. Okay, caffeine break is over. And we repeat it 3 more times. We start with painting the brush, or the brush handle. Some black. Get the brush a nice belly. Keep giving it a nice point. Keep giving it a nice point. We add lines around it. A little highlight on the handle, and a little bit of a highlight the brush has. I get some tingles in my fingers sometimes. And my neck is a little bit. Yeah. Loosen it up a little bit. That was the pink, and we get the red. The next one. Oh. And quite some hairs that do not work. Stay with the family, come on. You can do it. Get the red. Little drop. Get the orange. Drop. Normally I paint the yellow, but we don't use the yellow as the background is that same yellow, but I leave a little bit of a spot open for the yellow. Turquoise. Indigo. The rim and the technique, and we use the violet for a little bit of spatter. So we have all the colors. of the flag. A little bit of yellow. I saw a little bit of it. Of the brush. Off stream, I will be going over all the little mistakes I made with all those duckies. I'm still not done. I will do the lining later on of these ducks. Lining instead of using a wash. I'm going to put the shadows in myself. It's somehow it's something that I usually like to do instead of just using a wash. Call me crazy. This better, I call myself crazy so often. Although I think everybody is a little bit crazy because everybody is different. Because what is crazy that you are behaving differently than what is normal. What is normal? Well, I don't know nowadays. In my opinion, everybody is crazy in his or her or them own ways. FM, Fabulous Marines. Now for a little bit of the glitter. Need to be a little bit opaque, not opaque, a little bit see-through, not really a hard white line in this case. I did do that one of those nice lines straight over my and yes, that was definitely a drop. Thank you, Donald. Those things happen a little bit often to me. A little bit more often to me. I have always the idea that also a little bit, as I said, like somehow I just need to crack my neck later on. No, I am not a physiotherapist or a chiropractor. But I have the it's not really what chiropractor does, but it does feel a little bit like it. And that's good. A little bit. Anyway. Oh. And then we have a nice tent party. This is going to be such a nice stream. It's good that I normally don't feel so much, because otherwise that counter would be a lot higher. A little coffee break again. And I never knew that I am using for my wet pellet. I am using it is an army painter wet pellet, but I am using the red grass hydration membrane. So it's not, it is a thick paper and you can reuse it, you can clean it under a full faucet with a little bit of water, and you can reuse it several times. Only it absorbs quite a lot of water, apparently, because when I opened my wet pellet, there was a little layer of water on it. I put the membrane on it and sucking up water like whatever. Good. Back to painting. Let's see if we can get that nice little brush again. A little bit too thick, but if we are going to add some lines later. I can correct that by just painting over with my black. Let's get a nice big. I meant normally I paint around the color I painted. Now I'm painting over the color. So the brush does get a little bit thinner. I thought it was a little bit too thick. And now that's a little bit more even. Highlight. Brush. Nice cell shading, so you will. Let's see. Very dark turquoise. It's cell shading on the brush hairs. And there we go again with the little droplets of paint that are falling off the brush. Starting with pink. Get the red. orange. The yellow I leave out as a droplet, as it is the same color as the background. I could of course use a different kind of yellow, but just leave a little bit leave a little bit more room between the orange and the green. It will give a little bit of, hey, there should be something. Yes, I know. Then we have. That's my little solution to the problem. Instead of using a different yellow, turquoise. Indigo, and then this pattern with and this pattern is done with the violet. I think over this one because it's all touching. Get too intimate there. Why not? Yeah, well, it doesn't look that good. There we go. Just, yeah. And that's the brush with the ink droplets. Now that again, the very stylized fabulous marine. Logo. I am trying to hurry a little bit. Because I want to start with the 8 Space Ducks. I have to watch out that I do not get too fast. Trying to get too fast, we need to get it done right. Have the F and the M. Let's add a little bit of shadow there. water, a little bit of coffee today. Really? No alcohol, no nothing. Yeah. Maybe that is the problem. I should have been drinking more alcohol. I don't know. There are few brain cells who say, yay! No, I'm not right now. I don't drink on stream. Do not. That's a good thing with this kind of sparkles. You do not need to get it even. All those. One is a little bit longer than the rest, but that's not a big problem. I need those little sparkles. Why don't you put extra on? And another fabulous duck marine. His free hand, the last one. Just like our little wrist. Normally I would say if I have been painting here for several hours, then that is the problem with my neck. And again, the brush. And that brush, yes. Visible, a little bit more. Not just a smudge of paint. Highlight on the handle. almost not visible. Just enough. With the big droplets. Red droplets. Just checking what makes red any colors. Orange. Yellow we don't, because it's the same as the background. There's a little bit extra space between the next color and the previous color to symbolize that there should be a yellow droplet over there. Then we have the little drop of turquoise. Drop of indigo, right at the bottom, and a little bit of, sorry, that was violet, yeah, indigo, and now we get the violet speckle. That is not a speckle, it is just a blob of indigo, a big blob of indigo. No. Sorry, violet. As you know, I am color deaf, so I don't know here what color I am saying. Yep. Okay, this is the violet. Time. Woohoo! Let's do that fabulous logo I created myself. Whee! Big M. The most difficult letter. And while he says that, he makes a big mistake. That surprised me. Go. F and M. Pop a little bit better. A little bit more of a make it a little bit more focal point. Well, focal point is also not the word I use as well. Make it a little bit, at least give it a little bit extra. Okay, yeah, as I said, this is the easiest letter to take in this style, and with the F it up. Oh, hey, it is an F, yes. And a shadow that is longer. Let me think. The shadow cannot be longer than the letter itself. back to my black, back to black, back in black. Yeah, that easy. Also, now for the last time, and make it a few good ones. The big sparkle. I am poking in some paint that is almost dry. Get that sparkle on the end a little bit. A little bit brighter. Fabulous Marine! Okay, so now we are going to start with the fun part. So, why do I do that? A little bit more water to my wet palette. I will get a little bit more of caffeine in myself. Over there. For the lines, for all the lining, I am using the brown liner from the Reaper. Brown, yes, brown. Why brown? Well, this is such a dark brown color that it's almost black. I'm going to add a little bit of thinner. This is also one of the oldest paints I have from Reaper. I do remember that I was watching Annie from Reaper, and the difference between lining and a wash. Is there a difference? In fact, there is. A wash is a easy way to get things aligned. Only you have less control as a wash is much thinner. On the other hand, lining is a little bit more difficult, as you have to be a little bit more precise with what you are doing. But you have a little bit more control over where you put them all. this. I could indeed do this with a wash. But what's the fun in that? Let's make it a little bit more difficult for myself. Nice brush with a nice point for this. That one I already did. Where do you line? Oh, there we go, there we go. Yeah. You have to get that fixed later on. Everywhere where there should be a shadow, or where two colors meet, normally our eyes do expect, let's say our brains do expect a little bit of a shadow there. But I am the only exception that I make, I am not going to line all those little spots. Nope. Okay, let me call it laziness, whatever. That's a little bit too much, too small. Oh, and I'm not finished with painting. I'm not finished with painting, absolutely not. I just remembered I have forgotten to paint in two things on every duck. They have those studs that normal space marines seem to be having a lot. Normally they are of metal. But I decided to make them pink. So I will have to get over there with a little bit of more pink. See that there is two colors that are hitting here. Meeting here. Also to give that nice dark look, I am going to put a little line around the eyes. A little bit more of a dramatic effect. I can understand that a lot of people, especially these ducks, do have nice big eyes for what I am used to. Definitely understand why people say, oh my god, you're crazy, why do you do this? Well, as Anne has taught me, it does also teach you a little bit of brush control. Because you have to be very patient and precise. sometimes even stop breathing. That is the purpose, as long as you don't hold the breath too long. Keep breathing. One of the most important things in life. Come on, keep breathing. For the feathers, but it's a little bit faded. It's not that strong, so I'm going to add. It also gives a little bit more of a comic feel to it, as they are quite a cartoony. They have a little bit of that cartoony look. This is also one of the ways of achieve a cartoon look, like adding a lot of black lines. With the cartoon style painting, do a little bit more of that's that. You see, brush controls everything. Thanks to painting all those brushes with all the paint spatters, I have all the paints at hand. There we go. So, edge highlighting there. And we are as good as new. Oh, I see I have. Done. Like I said, I will upstream. I will. This lining is of course terrible, but I will go over each and every ducky. Oh, I forgot. Even though it is on top, they need a little bit of lining here. I will go over every ducky and get all those little flaws out of there. Already the shadow. Feather. Go. And there we are. Working on that one, let's pink. Forget one other small detail. The eyes still need a little bit of reflection. And that is without getting all the little small mistakes out. I will make them disappear off screen. But this is another Space fabulous duck marine done. I have so much room on my desk, but everything is full. Everything is full. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to paint you much later. Much later. So you are going over there. Right. The next one. We'll start with aligning these little thingies. Connections to the reader is don't know what those parts are being called officially, don't care to be honest, but they do look a little bit better if you just add that little bit of shading between the cables. Eyes. Correct that later because I made it completely white and that was not supposed to be that way. That's one of the things, if you want to be fast, that's nice, but then it never will be good. We forgot on the other duck. This little piece. Come here, you're not done. Whee! I know it's the same color, and the lighting will give it also already a little bit of a shadow, but makes it stand out a little bit more. See if we can do the shoulder blade. A little bit of a decent way. Dugula? What? The Dugula? What the hell is that? Well, originally the double-handed eagle, we have hands? Okay, double-headed eagle that Space Marines have on their power armor. And it's called the Agila. Yeah, well, these are fabulous duck marines. And it is a one-headed duck, another double-headed one. So I call it a Dugula. So we make things up. Yeah. I sometimes do that. Zen meditation. Has nothing to do with anything. Well, that's one of the things that I do to keep myself a little bit sane in this world. I meditate. I do that with a little bit of Zen meditation. Just sitting there and thinking of nothing. It's a little bit more than that. But this is a good example of that kind of meditation, concentrating on something instead of all those thoughts in your head, because that's the main thing for me. I do have always a little few thoughts about everything and everyone. Sorry. Yes, they are not always as positive. But yeah, it's with meditation you learn to just let those thoughts be. This kind of painting too. Just concentrate on this one little task. Yes, a little bit of the pink for those studs. Go. And we have a little bit of that white in the eyes, the reflection. check. On that, all those little small something I will just do it for now. Tomorrow I have a little bit more time after work and I will definitely go spend some time about on getting all those small little claws here and there out of the duckies. Let's add a little bit more thinner. It's getting a little bit thick. And let's give myself a little hydrate. Cheers. Good. Oh, and a stretch. Viking pie. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? You'll be lurking. Have fun. Thank you very much. You know what? Where are we?
Bonus ducks.
And enjoy whatever you do while lurking. Wow. Good. I was going to paint some black lines around the eyes. Start with one. Most important one, just under the brow. That makes him look really, really angry, but still cute. Just in case, these ducks are designed by Epic Duck Studios. Okay, I forgot a little few highlights over here. That's not good. That I will correct immediately. So we take a little bit of the green. And a little bit of thinner as it is already quite thick. Yes, my wet palette is dehydrating. Take a little bit. Why do I use black for highlights? Oh my god. A little bit of white. lining. Let's line those two little studs. Lining is a little bit tedious maybe even, but you already can, while you line you see already some of the mistakes here and there that you will be needing to fix. I can already get them a little bit, certain things in your memory to, hey, I need to remember that, I need to remember that. There was one with that or that. I did see it. Let's put this one of the armor and shoulder there. Yeah, memory knowledge is really good. It's a breast, a duck breast. Hey, we have another word for this one. Yeah, but the deck button don't need to line. Oh, too bad. Going good. It's a really great stream. Let's drop everything every time. maybe my muscles are just tired because I did do a little bit of weightlifting this morning at the gym. That's probably the cause. Oh, okay. Then don't do that anymore. What? Lifting weights? I just started. I'm enjoying it. Makes me feel good. So no, I'm not going to stop that. Mistake that I will have to repair immediately. There's a nice black line. Now there should be not a black line. That one we will have to do a little when I do the rest of the whole. The only thing that is bothering me with this one is have a natural shade on this one. We still have the sorry, the indigo over here. That. This is the back of his helmet. Well, he's not even wearing a real helmet. More at the collar. Watches of white and of course going. Now that's put it out also. Number 3, ready. Well, ready. Oh, no, it's not. Back to the pink. Ooh, thank you very much. Paint in the studs in this beautiful pink. How many do you still have left to paint? Well, these ones I have 3 finished. Well, a few little mistakes here and there, and I have to take these 4. Then I've painted 8 of them, and then the fabulous duck marines are finished, and then I go on with these ones, because they will have to get this look. And I have a bunch of different ones for these. So, but they will get the ultramarine look. So I still have to do these 4 last little details and then start with 8 of these. But I still have to have time till Monday, so no problem at all. Although I must say this is a little bit easier to paint as it only has a few colors. At least lesser colors than these. Lesser colors? No, less colors. No, my English. Start with the eyes again. The brow. Oh, did we do that little? Yes, we did do the little. Only not with this one. I did forget. Well, I probably will see it later, but I did forget the little reflections in the eyes. One. There we go. Yes, done. With all those little details, I will do that off stream. And it will be just me going over the same little, well, same, you know, a little bit of there, a little bit of this over there. I think that's a little bit too boring on screen. Definitely will get over all those little flaws and mistakes here and there with all those little duckies. Well, we still have to get a little bit of money before we get to the $250. So I can send these duckies to a new owner. All the duckies that I paint and I do not send to another owner, I will put on eBay on the account of the Fabulous Marines, so it can be auctioned off over there. And I am still thinking I still have a flight dragon to paint 2 years ago. I also want to finish this year so I can auction it off also for the fabulous Marines. But that is a little bit of a project of we will see. Right now I am really getting back into the whole painting. I have more energy to paint, also a little bit more time to paint. I only work 5 hours a day right now. That will change in the future, certainly. Oh no, hold on. The healer. A little bit more shadow. in there. We'll do that later. Let's see, what did I say? In the base of that helmet. Not this. It can be. No. And we have to paint the last few details, the studs. I really should look up what those studs mean. We only have a function somehow in the whole Warhammer 40k universe. Space Marines. Some kind of connection points for the helmet. No idea. Apparently every Space Marine with all the helmets, you can see that they have them. This the big one, another one, as good as finished. Let's start with the eyes again. That nice dark look creating my big black line. That's one of the things I will have to get rid of later. That line is a little bit too thick around the eye. It's there in the corner. And let's line those spots. Get it. Whoa. That's definitely not going to happen. Concentrate, focus. Hey Shanua, hello, welcome. Sorry, didn't see you sneak in. I should make a see if I can get some kind of Yeah, indeed. A doink. Whew. I should see if I can get some kind of a sound alert for that. You just arrived. Yeah, I know, but still. Especially while I'm lining. Really concentrating on small details. But welcome, how are you doing? Oh, another mistake to get rid of later. Doing quite well, good to hear. The fabulous duck marines are almost finished. Just a little bit of lining to give them that little bit of a cartoon look. And also to hide already a few little mistakes here and there. And later off stream I will go look at every single one of like that kind of stuff, all the little mistakes, clean it up everywhere a little bit, because it is always necessary. But it will mean that on Friday I will start with my Friday I don't have a stream, of course. Well, maybe because February is cancelled, but I make no promises. Again, because well, Fridays, but Saturday I will definitely be working on the ultra marine ducks, the other 8 that I want to paint. I have till Monday, so no problem. Oh my god. I definitely need to watch out with my with me lifting all those weights, because my muscles are apparently quite tired. Wednesday mornings I go to the gym, yes. And apparently my muscles cannot even hold a brush, because I don't know how often I have been dropping my brush this stream only. Almost about 10 times.
I've gone crazy! I've gone space crazy! Oh my god!
do. That's all of that. Back. And yay! There we have a very nice box. Let's get rid of that one. Thank you very much. Already got the best followers. We can have operator. I must be getting tired a little bit, and I just saw that it is almost time to end the stream. Now. But anyway, that means this one is, oh no, not completely done, not yet, not yet, 2 little details. The last two, those nice little studs on the head. A nice little pink. Normally they are made out of metal. Hey, what metal? In the future cannot be pink, why not? There we go. There we go. Whee. So that means five fabulous duck marines, as good as finished. Whoa. 2 more to line, then I will do that tomorrow, and then I can start with the Ultra Ducks. Yay! So, sorry Chanor that you just came in, and well, I'll give you a hydrate on your health, both of you. Unless you want to raid somebody, I don't know if there even is anybody. But I am going to end my stream. Who is online? And ooh, there are quite some people online. In case you want to raid anybody. Okay, so yeah, let's just end the whole thing and see you all hopefully next time. Keep safe, keep healthy. See you all next time. Bye. Where are we? Over there.
That was wonderful. Bravo.